Gonna try and install CarPlay. Okay, so I have removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws, and I've taken this off. So this just pulls forward from there. And let's see how we get on. If you're doing this on a Mazda 6 and this is a 219, I used one of these and I just levered all that, and then that will all come down for the centre console. Watched a couple of videos and they say put your weight under here and push up. Would not move, felt too fixed. So if you're going to do this, just gently ease it and all the way from the top down. Fucking yeah, buddy. So yeah, managed to lift all this up. Haven't damaged anything. So let's keep going, and I'm going to have to disconnect some wires and stuff and remove this bit completely off. Okay, so now I've disconnected that. You can see this is all loose and this is loose, so you have to pull that down to come under this lip. And then there's a little bit of pad in there, so I'm just going to be careful with that. Now I need to disconnect the stop start and all the other kind of cables that are holding on. Then this should all come off as a solid bit. And then I'm going to put that in the back seat, and then I'm going to then move on to trying to fit this CarPlay. Okay, so I managed to disconnect it, so it's just this white bit, and it just unclips from this green bit here. And it just takes a wee bit of wiggling. It's just like a phone cable. Obviously, like when you're doing this kind of shit, don't force shit. So, okay, so that's disconnected. This, very like a phone cable. You have to push that bit in and wiggle it to get it out of this black bit here. Now all the wires are disconnected. I should be able to move this whole trim in, and obviously I'll just need to be careful making sure like this sponge bit is tucked down, and that'll be the whole trim off. Well, I pull it out. Now I just need to work out what I'm doing now. So I need to look for all the connectors and shit. Okay, this is as far forward as it goes. So that's the connectors at the back that I'll need to disconnect and reconnect up the new wires on. Is the one that is in it. So that one is meant to be green. So we take that out and replace that with the green one, and next to it will be the blue one. So wish me luck. And again, if you look at it, it's like a phone wire again, so you're going to need to press that for it to come out. Don't force it. Okay, and that's it there. So I've just popped that. That's the old one out. I'll need to wrap that in sponge tape, and I'm going to put the new one in now. Now I'm going to remove this panel because I want to bring it down here. So you can see that goes all the way up there. And then from what I've looked up, you can feed it under the fucking trim. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you go into center console or what, but we'll figure that out. Not gonna lie, I was like trying to think of a way to do that, and I was just gently feeling around to see where the clips were, and then it just popped off. So, hey ho, let's keep going. Okay, so, see up here? You should be able to see it. I seen that a minute ago. Right, there it is up there, yeah. So that's it right there. So I just reach my hand up and grab it. If you got meaty hands, recruit a child or a woman. Okay, now I've got both wires down here. I'm just going to gently feed that through now, so it's all neatly down there. I live in Scotland and fucking the sun never comes out, but obviously because I'm trying to decomplicate shit, it has to, right? So you can see both those new bits connected. You can see it goes round, goes down there, all the way down. That's the footwell. You can see that right down the bottom there to the right. And then the wires are down here. So now I need to put this back in, put the bolt back in. Okay, a lot of folk, they go through the whole centre console and things. I'm going to put the screen back in, bolt it back in, put the trim back together before I keep going, because I have anxiety and ADHD, and I don't want to forget or lose stuff. But this is largely why I'm recording, and maybe it'll help someone in my position. I contacted a place and asked them if they'd do it, and they said they couldn't, so yeah. Okay, I popped the screen back in. Now I need to try and get that bolt there You can see it right there. I need to align that and get this bolt in. Okay, I got that bolt in. Honestly, it was a lot worse putting it in than it was getting it out. But it looks, it's all neat in. Now I need to reconnect this stop start button, so that just gets clipped back into here. I need to reconnect this bit as well, back into this bit, and then I can put the trim back. Okay, so I've pushed all that back in there. I need to put the bolts in. So I'm going to start on this side since this was the last bit I took out. Then I'll put all these in, and then this bit just pushes back under there. And then I'll keep working with these wires, but I just like to clean as I go, so I'm going to put all this back together and then I'll work on this bit because it'll give me a chance to clean up that. But yeah. So I've screwed in this side because this was the last bit, and I need to remember to just clip this bit back in. I remember what way it goes. I don't really remember. I think it goes in like that. There's no one. There's only clip in. Yeah. So it goes in like that. You see that clip goes at the bottom, then you got the two clips at the top. So just get a firm push. Yep, that's that back together. Now I need to go put in all the screws I took out on that side. So what I done was I put the screws for this side in this side pocket, screws for that side in that side pocket, and then when I was doing the bolts and stuff I put that in either here in my gear stick or down there. Once I put that back, I could actually clip this on right now, to be honest, because it doesn't have to be in. Let's get that wee firm push. Make sure that's all neat. Yep, that bit's in. Okay, now I'll go to this side. Okay, now these are the screws on the opposite side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, so that should all be fixated. And you see it looks just like it did. But I'm not going to mess with anything yet because I still need to do the rest of it. But I'm going to put this leather trim back on now. And voila. Oh, obviously my car's a fucking shithole because trim stuff everywhere. But yeah, just firm push all the way over, make sure all the clips are in, and yeah, now we need to go and deal with this shit. I ended up running the wires. I just pushed them all the way back. To take this back bit off, I had to take a screw out from here, and then this bit just pulls up. You don't need a screw for this bit, but that bit is right here. So this is the old bit, so this just unclips out, and then that gets that out. Fucker. I accidentally snapped a clip on it, but honestly, I won't be putting that back in. And if I do sell this car one day, well, I hope you like CarPlay. And this is the new module, so this is the bit that's going in. Just remember to take the SD card out, the old one. And there you go, it just clips in. Now I just need to wire it up, and I need to get feed these two wires up, and then wrap that grey cable there. Pretty sure I just need to wrap that in sponge tape. Reconnect this, which is for the 12 volt thing. Reconnect that. Okay, brown on the right, black one on the left. Need to reconnect that one in. Reconnect that. But you can see the wires come up. Piece of shit. Come up, and then I'll put all this back together, clip all that back in, clip this piece back on, and then we test it. So that's it all connected in. This little bit, I've wrapped it up in sponge tape. Now I need to put this screw in before I clip this back on. And yeah, And someone's definitely opened this before, because down there there's a screw that I have found. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but imagine that this car's had CarPlay fixed before and they just lost it. Fuck yeah, bitch.